Hello and welcome to your yoga class. Let's begin. You can start at the top of your mat. Set your feet a little less than hip distance apart. Make sure your toes and heels are in line and adjust them if you need to. Let your arms rest by your sides. Let your palms face open. And we can begin by closing our eyes and just finding your breath in your body. On your inhales, notice how your chest, back, belly, lungs, and heart expand. And allow your exhales to slowly and gently settle you in to yourself and to your space and to our time here together for this class. Nothing more to do right now except for being with your breath in your body in this way. Keeping your breath with you, you can slowly lift your left hand to meet your right in front of the center of your chest. Rest your thumbs on your heart space. Continue your breath to feel the connection here between your hands and your heart space. And you can slowly open your eyes, flutter them open, or keep them closed if you'd like. On your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Open them up. Open up your hands. And then on your exhale, you're going to send your hips back. And we're going to fold down over your legs. Let your knees be soft here. Bend them even more maybe and feel your belly rest on your thighs. And we're just going to start in this hanging out position, just swaying left to right here with your upper body. And maybe shaking your head, yes and no. Circling it in both directions. And then from here, we're going to inhale to halfway lift. You're going to bring your fingertips to your shins. We're going to move slow at first here. You're going to roll your shoulders on your back. Find a nice flat back with your hips behind you, your chin towards your throat, and your spine nice and long. That's your inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to send your hips higher and fold over your legs once more. Then from here, we're going to inhale, press your feet into the ground, find the strength of your legs to help you rise up. Engage your glutes and your navel, find your center, watch your palms meet overhead. And then on your exhale, you're going to slowly lower your hands, resting your thumbs back to the center of your chest at your heart where we began. From here again, we're going to do that again. Inhale, reach your arms up, open up the palms, and exhale, fold over your legs, hips high, weight on your heels, top of your head to the ground, let your neck go. Inhale for our halfway lift, nice flat back, long spine, shoulders on your back. Exhale, fully fold over your legs. Inhale, root your feet in, press up off the ground, find your legs, engage the center of your body, watch your palms meet overhead, exhaling hands to heart. And we're going to do that a few more times until your body finds comfort here in this flow. Fanning over the legs after you reach high. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fully fold. And we'll do that again. Inhale, root your feet in. Find your legs. Strength from your center. Feeling stable in your lower body. Watching your palms meet. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale to reach and rise. Lift up out of your center. Exhale, fold over your legs, hips high. Fan down. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Once more, we'll do it. Inhale, root your feet in. Engage the center of your body. Feel your arms lift up out of your waistline. Exhaling now, hands to heart. Inhale to reach and rise. Open up your hands and arms. Exhale, fold down over your legs, hips high, crown to face the ground. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fully fold over your legs. Inhale, root your feet in. Draw that big circle with your arms. Engage the center of your body. Lift your heart and eyes. Exhaling now, hands to heart. Once more here, and then we'll add on to that. Inhale to reach and rise. Open your arms. Exhale, fold over your legs, hips high, crown down. Inhale for that halfway, nice flat back, long spine. Exhale to fold over your legs. We're going to plant your hands to the ground now, and you can step your right foot back behind you, finding a long lunge position here. So before we move, I want you to make sure that your knee is not in front of your heel, and your weight is pretty centered between both feet. And then we're going to lower your right knee to the ground here. We're going to inhale to sweep. I like to do this. It's a sweep the arms and sweeping your weight to center. Rest your hands right on your thigh here. We're just beginning finding the stability. And then you'll slowly lunge forward. Not as much with your knee, more with this right hip. Give it a nice little stretch. Lift your heart to the sky. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Eyes can gaze up. Soft back bend here. You may feel your balance challenged, and that's okay. Just be with that and breathe, finding your breath in this position. Full inhales and exhales. And then we'll bring that right hip back to center. And then we're going to slide your left heel, lifting your toes. You're going to come onto your left heel. We're going to bring your hands to the ground. You're going to sit back towards your right heel. We're going to slide that left heel forward here. Just get a nice stretch in this front leg. I like to lift my right hand to get a little hold of my right foot. Your forehead can move towards your left knee. Letting it hang here and just breathing into the sensation of the stretch. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to rise back up to center. You're going to plant your front foot. Then we're going to lift your back knee, your right knee up off the ground, high on your toes there. We're going to step your left leg back to meet your right now. We're going to find a strong plank here for a moment. So your wrists are right under your shoulders. You want to make sure your hips are not sagging, but instead they're lifted. So bring your navel in deep into the middle of your belly. Breathe. You're going to lower your knees. You're going to keep your hips high, and we'll lower your chest to the ground, elbows in here. Then you'll slither to rest the front of your body down, tops of your feet to touch down. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Lift baby cobra. And we're just using your back here. So you can lift your hands, even to just make sure you're only using the strength and accessing the strength support of your back and not your arms, not yet. Then we'll lower your chest. Then you use your hands to press up onto your knees. Tuck your toes under now behind you. Lift your knees up off the ground. Hike your hips high. Shine that tail and slide your hips high and back for your first down dog here. And we're just going to pedal out the legs. Pedal the legs. So one heel toward the ground. Your opposite knee bends. And just pedaling the legs here. Nice long spine, forehead toward the floor. And then we're going to inhale. Send your hips back. Your knees stay soft. And then on your exhale, we're going to walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Set your feet, toes, heels in line, about hip distance apart. Let your head hang now. Inhale for our halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Plant your hands. We're going to step your left leg back now. Check your right knee and ankle. Make sure your knee is not in front of your ankle. Find the length between your front foot and your back foot. Feel that whole distance that your body's taking up, and you can even stretch through your back heel here. Then we're going to lower your left knee to the ground. We're going to sweep up. We're bringing your hips to center. Rest your hands right on your right thigh here. Then we're going to roll your shoulders onto your back, lift your heart, eyes can gaze up, a little challenge on your balance, find your breath, baby back bend. And then you can also begin to slide that left hip forward, a little opening stretch there. And you can move your right knee slightly forward too. Those subtle shifts can actually open up deep stretches in the body. And then we're going to lift the weight to center. We're going to lift your right toes up off the ground, slide your right heel forward. You're going to get to stretch all along the back of your right leg. You're going to sit your hips back towards your left heel. You can even reach for your right foot with your left hand if you'd like, and let your forehead just hang towards your knee. And breathe. Now we're going to inhale to come on up. Plant that front foot. Lift your left knee up off the ground. We're going to step your right leg back to meet your left, and we'll roll through that same vinyasa again. So you're in a strong plank position here first. Navel in, hips lifted. You're going to lower your knees to the ground. Elbows in as you lower your chest down. Slither to rest the front of your body down, tops of the feet to touch down. Shoulders roll onto your back, elbows pointing to the ground, lifting strength, support from your back. Then you'll lower your chest. Use your arms to help press you to your knees. Tuck your toes. Slide your hips high and back here, down dog. You can pedal out your legs once more. Full breath here. Inhale to send your hips high and back. Gaze forward. Exhale, we're going to walk your feet up to meet your hands, top of the mat. Toes, heels in line. And let everything hang down first. We're going to clear that with an inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back, long spine. Exhale, fully fold, hips high. Inhale, root your feet in. Big circle with your arms. Watch your palms meet overhead. Feel the strength of your center in your lower body as you lower your hands down. Thumbs to touch the center of your chest at your heart. Inhale to reach and rise here. Open up the arms, fold over your legs, hips high. Inhale for that halfway lift. And exhale to fully fold over your legs. We'll step your right leg back again. This time we're going to stay high on your toes, all right? From here, we'll find our hover first to feel our balance. So you're going to lift your fingertips a few inches off of the ground, and you're bringing your weight up here, lifting. Find that lifting sensation. And breathe. Roll your shoulders on your back, heart shining forward. And then you're going to inhale to reach and rise. Bring your arms up by the center, by the sides of your head. Let your shoulders roll on your back. Lift your heart to the sky. Find your focus. Beautiful. From here, we're going to bring your palms together. Center of your chest by your heart. Rest your thumbs here. Find your focus. Deeply balanced in your body. Now we're going to turn your right heel to the ground, your toes turned out. We're going to open up the arms here into Warrior Two. In your Warrior Two position, you should feel this, the fullness of your stance. So find your back outer edge of your heel and your front heel here. Your arms should be nice and strong, shoulder height. We're going to turn your palms up here. Then you're going to bring your back hand onto your back leg just to rest there. And you're going to sweep your left arm overhead, reaching your fingertips behind you, but opposing that to find a stretch by driving forward in your front shin just a bit until you can feel this left arm lengthen up out of your hip, long stretch from there. Eyes can gaze up and breathe. Use the center of your body to bring yourself back to center. Inhale to rise up. Both of your arms at shoulder height, gazing out over your front hand. Now we're going to turn high on our back toes. We're going to do this rotational thing here. And we're going to sweep the arms up by the sides of your head. Find your balance. Breathe. Your back knee is soft. Inhale to lift from your heart. Exhale, we're going to plant your hands to frame out your left foot. Then we'll step it back to meet your right. Strong plank here. Find your breath. Then we'll lower your knees. Lower your chest to the ground. Slither to rest the front of your body down, and we'll lift into up dog this time. Pressing up off the ground. Your whole body is up off the ground. Shoulders on your back. Lots of space between your shoulders and your ears there. And then we'll tuck your toes under. Slide your hips high and back. Find a down dog. Inhale to soften your knees, hips high. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of the mat to meet your hands. Toes, heels in line. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders on your back. Exhale to fully fold, hips high. Inhale, root your feet in big circle with your arms. Engaging the lower body, watching your palms meet overhead. Exhaling now, hands to heart. Inhale to reach and rise. Exhale to fold over your legs, hips high, crown down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fully fold. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. Nice and long through the back leg here. We're going to find the hover first. Check your front alignment of your ankle and your knee. Inhale to lift into your hover, so you're lifting your belly up off your thigh, finding some stability at the center of your body here, navel in. Fingertips a few inches up off the ground. Now we inhale to rise up. Arms by the sides of your head. Nice open palms, strong there. Soft on your shoulders. Gaze with focus. Find your breath. Then we're going to slowly lower the palms to meet at the center of your chest by your heart. You'll lower your left heel to the ground, prepping for warrior two here. Find the outer back edge of your foot in your front heel. And now we'll open up the arms, shoulder height, warrior two, gazing out over your front hand with fierce focus. We'll roll the shoulders onto your back, palms to face up now. Bring your left hand onto your back leg and reach your right arm overhead, lengthening up out of your right hip, driving forward into your front shin a bit, but still keeping awareness on your back foot. Inhale to rise up, arms shoulder height. Sweeping, we're going to do that rotation. You're coming high on your back toes. Inhaling to lift the arms up by the sides of your head. And exhaling to plant your hands, frame out your front foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Now strong plank for a moment here. Full round of breath. Feeling nice and secure, stable, confident in this position. Then we'll lower your knees, lower your chest to the ground, hips stay high, elbows in, slither to rest the front of your body down, and lift, up dog. Tuck your toes, soften your knees, slide your hips high and back here, down dog. Full rounds of breath here now. Nice long spine so you can reach your forehead toward the floor. Lots of space between your fingertips here, gripping in your forefinger, your pointer finger, and your thumb. Breathe. Finding rest in this pose. Now we'll inhale to soften your knees, slide your hips back. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat to meet your hands. In, let everything hang down here. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fully fold over your legs. Inhale to root your feet in. Big circle with your arms. Palms meet overhead. Exhaling now. Hands to heart. We're going to pause here. And I just want you to check in with your body. Feel your heartbeat. Notice how your body is responding already from what we've done here so far in this class. You got everything moving inside you. What a beautiful thing. From here, we're going to inhale to reach your arms up. Open the arms by the sides of your head. Lots of space here between your shoulder and your ears, your arms and your head. And then on your exhale, we're going to sit back and down like you're sitting in a chair that someone's pulling away from you. Your weight is on your heels. Your chin is towards your throat. Your shoulders rest down onto your back. Your navel pulls in and roots down into your lower belly towards the ground. And you find your breath. And you're scanning your body throughout, finding the spaces that may start to tense up and using your breath as a means to relax them. And breathe. And then telling yourself you can do this even when you think you can't. Just holding out here for another moment, another few rounds of breath, showing yourself what you are capable of. Then we'll fold over the legs, send your hips high, release that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fully fold over your legs, plant your hands. We're going to step your right foot back once more here. We're going to take your right hand, bring it right under your right shoulder by the inside of your left foot. And we're going to bring your left arm high here now. So 2 arms in one line. Navel pulls in and you're lifting a bit in your hips. So you're not sinking down, you're lifting in your hips. Your eyes are gazing up. Your chin is towards your left shoulder. Beautiful. Then we'll bring it down here. And we're going to step your left leg back now to meet your right, and we'll step your right leg forward into our high lunge. Bring your left hand right under your left shoulder. We're going to bring your right hand up. Now slowly, let everything move slower than maybe you normally would. When you move more slowly, you give yourself meaning your mind and body together, the opportunity to sync up, to have the space and time to really utilize the connections that they're capable of here. That's really what we're strengthening, all those connections in your body to increase, strengthen your capability. Breathe. And then we'll lower your right hand. We'll step your right leg back to meet your left. One last vinyasa here, finding your strong plank first, a full breath. Then we'll lower your knees. You can lower your chest to the ground, elbows in, slither to rest the front of your body, down tops of your feet to touch down, roll your shoulders on your back, lift your heart. And then we'll slowly lower. You can press up, bring your big toes together, knees out wide, sit back onto your heels for child's pose, rest your forehead to the ground, arms out long overhead. Find your breath in your belly. Feel it fill up and empty out. Then we'll slowly drag your hands in towards your knees as you sit back onto your heels and slowly rise up, stacking each vertebrae on top of the last until your head comes up. And then we'll swing your legs out in front of you. We're going to bring your legs into a 4 here. So you could bring your left leg out long and your right foot to the inner thigh. And you're going to flex your left toes back towards you and drive that left heel forward. And you should feel a stretch there already, probably. From here, we're going to inhale to reach the arms up. And then you want to rotate in your hips. So from your torso, you're isolating that part of your body. And then we'll slowly lower down here, reaching out through your heel. I don't care if you touch your toes, you never should either. It's not an indicator of anything important in life. So you can let your arms rest by the sides of your leg, let your forehead fall towards your knee, and you can reach for your foot through the crown of your head. Softening your shoulders, softening your arms, and finding your breath here. And then we'll inhale to slowly rise up. You can drag your hands back in, stack one vertebrae on top of the last until your head comes last. Sit up nice and tall. Then we're going to take your right foot and right leg. We're going to bring your right foot, cross it over your left here. You're going to wrap your hands around your right leg, yes, and you're going to give it a nice big hug, and you're going to lift your right foot up off the ground. You can even bring this left arm under your right foot if you'd like. I'm just going to give a nice stretch here. So however that feels good for you, you might want to play with it. Moving your arms, the positioning of your arms. Rolling your shoulders on your back, lifting your heart, always sitting nice and tall, thinking about your spine, having awareness on your spine throughout. Then you'll lower your left foot to the ground. We're going to bring your right hand back behind you now by the base of your spine in the middle of your back. And you're going to press that right hand into the ground so that you open up your chest here and your right arm is straight. We're going to reach your left arm high. Bring your left elbow to rest by your right knee. Or you can wrap your left hand around your right leg here. We're going to do a soft spine twist. So you can first find your eyes on the wall or beside you, directly beside you, and then you can slowly, very slowly, on your inhales, you're going to lengthen your spine. On your exhales, you can rotate a bit more, just sending your gaze back behind you. And then we'll slowly unwind. And we'll switch it out. So you can bring your right leg straight now, left leg bent, foot's to the inside of your thigh. Flex your right toes back towards you. Reach through your right heel. Inhale, reach your arms up. Rotating your hips to more fully face that right leg. And then slowly lower here. Continue engaging active right leg. Shoulders on your back, arms are soft, forehead towards your knee, crown of your head towards your foot. And just breathe. We'll inhale to slowly rise up, stacking your vertebrae and then your head coming last. We'll cross your left leg over your right, resting your left foot by your right knee first. We're going to reach around and give a little bit of a hug here and then lift your left foot up off the ground. Sit up nice and tall. You can even lean back a bit. That should help open up that stretch there a bit more. And you can wrap your right arm under your left calf and shin if you want, and bring your left knee closer to your left underarm. And breathe. Beautiful. We'll slowly lower that and plant your left foot on the outside of your right knee. Going to bring your left hand behind you now, straighten it out, opening up your chest. We're going to reach your left arm overhead, and then you'll lower your right elbow. Oh, you're lifting your right arm overhead. We're going to lower your right elbow near your left knee. And we'll do our spine twist here on this side, or you can wrap it around here if that feels good. That feels good for me. That's what I'm going to do today. On your inhale, you're going to lengthen through your crown. So your chin is still in towards your throat. You're just lengthening your spine through the top of your head. And on your exhale, your gaze is going to slowly make its way behind you. And then we'll unwind here. And we'll bring both legs out in front of you, and we're going to shake them out a little. And we'll have you smack on your thighs. Good stuff there. I feel like the thighs need the quads need a little stretch here, so let's give it to them. We're going to come up, swing your right leg back behind you. Your front leg is going to be with your shin about parallel to the front of your mat. You're going to lift up onto your knees. You're going to bring your right leg back behind you on your knee. Bring your left hand right under the center of your chest. And bring your right foot toward the center of your body. And you can get a nice grip of that with your foot, or bring both hands in front of you, and just lifting that right foot should be enough and could be enough. And then we'll release that. Let's do it to the other side. So you're going to swing that right leg around, bring your left leg back behind you, lifting the hips, right hand under the center of your chest, bending at your left knee, foot towards you, getting a hold of the top of your foot with your left hand. And breathe. Then we'll slowly lower that. And we'll sweep both legs out in front of you. And we'll scooch to the center of your mat. You can hold the backs of your thighs and we'll slowly round down here. So with your legs still up, your back is flat, and you're going to slowly just rock back and forth, left to right here. Feel a little bit of massage from the ground on your lower back and your glutes, around your hips. You can freely move your legs, knees, do whatever feels good here for you. Beautiful. Then we'll bring your knees toward your chest, and we're going to open up your feet high and wide here for happy baby. So your knees are now open, sliding them towards your underarms, lifting your feet high and wide. I'm going to turn to the side here. And you can hold the insides or outsides of your feet, or your calves and shins, or the backs of your thighs, really whatever feels good for you. There's always time to progress. You don't need to go to the furthest point if it doesn't feel like you're able to. And you're going to hang out here in happy baby, engaging the root base of your belly. And then we'll slowly let your knees come out wide as you bring the soles of your feet together down the center line of your body. You can wrap your hands around your feet, roll your shoulders onto your back, lift your heart, chin towards your throat. And then you can press your knees out wider, just with your mind connecting with your body. And bring your breath awareness into your belly. Inhale to feel your belly fill up. And exhale as your belly empties out. And then we'll bring your knees together. And then you can rock again left to right here one last time. And you can plant your feet to the ground now, hip distance apart, and we'll finish off with a bridge. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms flat on the ground. We're going to inhale to peel your hips by engaging your glutes here. Peel your hips and back up off your mat. Your knees move in toward each other. Full breath here. And then we'll slowly lower, feeling each vertebrae to touch the ground one at a time from the top of your spine down to the base. And then you can windshield wiper your knees left to right to clear that and do any last movement your body may want here from you before we rest down in Shavasana. Let your legs fall long. I like to invite you to let them spread wider here. A lot of space between your legs. Let your toes fall open. Let your arms rest by your sides. Maybe create some space even between your arms here and your body. And let your palms face up in an open, receiving position. And find your breath in your body once more. Returning back to all of you. Every bit of you that is fueled by your breath in your body. As a means of grounding you in these last few moments, I'll invite you to simply notice the places of your body that are making contact with your mat and with the ground. Simply scanning your body and just acknowledging those parts that are in contact. Body and ground. And then we'll slowly begin to bring some movement back by wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your hands, feet, your ankles, and your wrists, slowly and gently. And then when you feel ready, you can reach your arms out overhead, reach through your shoulders, counter that with a reach through your heels, and feel your body reawaken here now. And you can slowly roll onto your right side. Let your head rest on your arm. Bring your knees closer to your chest. And rest here for a few more rounds of breath. Feel your breath fill up the back of your body and the space that surrounds your heart as it is lifted in this position. And then using your hands and arms to help you make your way to a seated position, you could keep your eyes closed and your attention and awareness inward. We'll make our way to a seated position. Your left palm can meet your right as a symbol of your past and your future coming together right here in your present moment, and as they always do. Let your thumbs rest to the center of your chest by your heart. Feel a full breath here, expanding all of the connections within you, with you and your surroundings and with all that is. Seal with a sincere bow. Thank your body for showing up and supporting you today and every day as it does. I thank you for trusting me. I see you. Namaste. Honor yourself for showing up for this class and for every day. And keep giving care to yourself just as you are. I see you, and I'll see you soon.